Damo, congratulations, you must be wrapped with the captaincy.
Yeah, I really am. Bevo called me up on Saturday and he told me the news, and it meant a lot to me to know that, not only he supported the decision, but he'd been through the process of the board, the players, and he got the tick of approval from Sean Redditch, who easily could have just wanted to have the sole captaincy. So it was a bit extra special when I knew that Sean was on board with it also.
Does it mean more also, given that you're taking over from Robbe, obviously one of your best mates?
Yeah, it was really nice. He actually presented it and announced it in the locker room on game day. So to have a close friend and a guy that I've known since I was 14 years old and respected highly, to present it to me and announce it in front of my peers, it was a special feeling.
Does it change the way you go about anything at all on game day or training, or is it business as usual?
On the court, I'm happy with my leadership. There's still ways to improve, and I'm working on that. But it's very motivational, to tell the truth, to improve not only as a leader, but as a teammate and a person off the court. Because now I want to, I've got the co-captaincy next to my name, and I want to hold the club and do the right thing by the team and the organisation.
Damo, that was the happy news, but they tell me that on Sunday night the coach wasn't the happiest bloke in the world.
I'm not going to lie, I was actually the last player into the locker room, and it was the first game where I was the co-captain of the team, and we did get the win, so I ran in, started celebrating, and everyone just looked at me like, no, don't do that. And Bevo, ripped into us, and rightly so with how we played the fourth quarter, but I made myself look like a goose on day one by going in and celebrating when it obviously wasn't the way we wanted to play.
I mean, as a team, did you consciously take your foot off the gas, or did it just happen?
It's one of those things, you could blame that we looked at the scoreboard, saw we're up 29 points, and, we watched the fourth quarter and we really did. We stopped playing offence. They got 5 dunks in the fourth quarter, and it's just not something you can do if you expect to win a game, especially against, higher calibre teams like New Zealand, who's on top of the ladder, Wollongong, Adelaide played well on the weekend. So we did well to build a good lead, but, we can't go ahead and give away 21 to 7 point run in the fourth quarter.
Is that just a mental thing, staying switched on and that sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely. And it falls upon the leaders of the group to get the players switched on in the fourth quarter. Bevo can put whoever he wants on the court, but you can't let a 29-point lead slip regardless of who's playing.
Does that fire you up a bit for Cairns? You think the guys are going to play full quarters this Friday?
Yeah, definitely. Bevo was good in bringing us back to earth by saying how terrible we were in the fourth, because we know if we play as badly as we did for the last 10 minutes that Cairns will beat us on our home court. So we came in today, had a good session, and hopefully we can follow that up with 2 more before we play Cairns on Friday.
I'll ask you about Aunty. I don't know how much of it you actually saw, but have you got any thoughts on him having a whinge about the ref?
Everybody's entitled to their opinion about the refereeing. I wasn't happy with my 3 quick fouls, and you sit out and you realise that if you're going to put yourself in that situation, you're going to get fouls called. And he obviously thought that one call changed the game, but we think we did enough to win the game regardless of how the refs were, whether they're good or bad in anyone's opinion.
Cairns coming to town.
Sorry,
Cairns coming to town this week. What do you expect from them? They've been struggling a bit, obviously.
They have, and they're sitting at the bottom of the ladder, but they just had a really good win on the weekend against a good Wollongong team in Wollongong, and they got guys that will get a lot of motivation out of that. Dusty Reichardt, Aaron Grabo had a great game. Jamal Wilson's playing good basketball, and they've got guys that are skilled and with some confidence they can be a very good team, and they're coming in here full of confidence.
On the injury front, how are Cam Tovey and Jesse Wagstaff travelling?
Yeah, they'll be fine. Their injuries are something we'll just have to monitor throughout the season. Cam Tovey's basically playing with only one good hip, but he knows how he has to deal with it, and he's going to be fine. I think he played a great game on the weekend, and he's that gel guy for the team that really plays great defence, and he's just someone that keeps good spacing and rebounds well at the offensive end.
And Jess obviously didn't do a lot at all today. Will he be right?
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's got a bit of a foot problem at the moment, but he's one of those guys that he could literally sit out for 3 sessions, come out, play a game and be our best player. So they're not serious injury concerns, but they're enough that they'll have to sit out occasionally.
And talking about the coach being grumpy, do you think you cheered him up today with that little rendition at the end there?
Kev's been working on his happy birthday singing all day, so it is his birthday, so that's maybe why he's in a happy mood, so we caught him on a good day.
Damo, just on the injury front, Wollongong losing a couple of key players this week, Martin and Hurdle. What does that do to their team?
I think Rhys Martin's probably been their best player all year, and Lance Hurdle was really coming into his own as an import, so it's a massive loss for them. So financially they're going to have to go out and find 2 players that luckily they have enough room now for another import, but to find an Australian out there to replace Rhys Martin is going to be impossible. So it's going to be interesting to see what route they go with the import.
People are saying it's a bit of a two-horse race now with you guys in New Zealand. What does that sort of do to you guys? Do you care about what people are saying?
No, it really doesn't mean a thing to us. Obviously, we have our goals set on finishing top 2, and then closer towards the end of the season, we want to cement first spot just for home court advantage come playoffs. But as far as considering ourselves only in a two-horse race for the championship, that's nothing we spoke about or believe.
Bevo tells us replacement for Robbo's not too far away. You keen to have some support there, take the workload away from yourself and Kev a little bit?
Yeah, it will be nice. You know, I'm a point guard, so it doesn't worry me too much. But when I sub out, obviously we're asking Kev or Everard to play positions that they're not accustomed to, and that's not fair both on their game and our expectations from them. So bringing in another pure point guard would really help not only myself but other guys who have to fill in when I'm out.